Welcome back to another installment of JNN Sports, the JNN's Coaches Show. And my second guest is Coach Brad Boger. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to hear. So I kind of want to talk about, as you know, tennis is officially started. I kind of want to talk about your pedigree, your championship pedigree, as well as kind of where we are right now. So Madison Central is obviously a powerhouse when it comes to sports. You know, we have national championships with baseball or state championships with football, and tennis is no different, back-to-back state championships. So how have you and your team been able to manage, that level of success for as long as you have?
I think a couple of ways you can look at it after winning multiple years like we've been able to. You could either say, okay, we've kind of achieved this and kind of have maybe a little bit of a letdown, or to kind of take your foot off the gas, or you can look at the approach like, I want to get everything we can out of this and really get better each year in spite of our success. And so I think our guys have really embraced that, and they have done a good job of wanting to excel. And even though we've been very successful, they want to get even better, and so kind of pressing against ourselves. And even talked to one coach last year that was real impressed with our team and how well we've done. And his phrase to me that stuck with me, or his quote to me, was just enjoy it. I think he had some good teams in the past, and I think we're kind of at that moment right now. And so just to be sure we enjoy that and don't take these opportunities for granted.
So, like I just mentioned, tennis has already begun, and we're already kind of starting to show just how good we are, beating teams without giving up a point like Tupelo or like Jackson Prep. So, what do you think about this current team, and what makes them special?
This is a team that I'll never really have again as far as a coaching career goes. We have unbelievable group of seniors. As far as our numbers, we've got 9 seniors and that are really, really strong players and strong leaders, and they've been that way for the last 2 or 3 years, so really led us through. So when you look at that combination of senior leadership, talent up top, and then the depth all the way throughout, it really is a special combination. And like I said, I'm pretty well resigned to know that I'm not going to have a team like that again.
You kind of just touched on it right now. There's always a class leaving as they go to college and then coming in from Rosa. So as the team, kind of changes each year, how do you personally as a coach kind of change the way you coach or the way you train in order to adapt to your new team?
Yeah, I try to make some changes. One of the challenges I had this year, I just mentioned the depth, that we had on the team. And so this year we're doing things like doing a lot of split squad games where I'm getting more people in. And so, in the upcoming weeks, we're going to take 2 different boys teams to Mobile, 2 different girls teams to Mobile, and split them up to challenge them there. And so, trying to get time on court for all those players, and so working that way. And it's really, like I said, it's that good combination where I'm gonna miss those seniors. We'll have a lot, but I'm also looking forward to the young guys getting more and more opportunities. And so, trying to give them some leadership responsibility so they're ready to hit the ground running after this group of seniors is graduating.
All right, that's all I have, Coach. Thank you for joining me.
All right, thank you.
Now we move over to head sports anchor Annalise Kirk, who will cover all things MC Sports.
Hey there, Jags. I'm Annalise Kirk, back with another sports update. Last week, baseball kicked off play, as on Monday they faced Biloxi at the neutral site of Jones College. But in spite of their best efforts, they lost 3-1. Last Tuesday, the softball teams hosted Florence. They crushed the competition, beating the Eagles 11-1. On Thursday of last week, the archery team competed at Germantown Middle, where they outshot Ridgeland. On Friday, the tennis teams helped end out the week by traveling to compete in the Tupelo Invitational. They dominated the courts, coming out on top 7-0. Also on Friday, the basketball teams played Oak Grove for round 3 of the playoffs, but after a tough battle, they couldn't come out on top, narrowly losing 52-59. We congratulate them on another amazing season, and we're excited to see how things will unfold on the hardwood next year. Lastly, we saw the debut of track on Saturday, as they competed at the Rumble in the Jungle. At the meet, your Jags showed out, ending with multiple top finishes and even breaking some records. The girls' relay team broke Madison Central's distance medley relay record, and the guys broke the same school record, but also the state record. The golf team started this week out, as they competed at the Oak Grove Invitational on Monday. Alongside the help of award-winning medalist sophomore Hayden Weber, your Jags were able to sweep the other teams competing. And the next day, golf was back, competing at the Icebreaker Tournament on Tuesday. Led by freshman Tucker Gutierrez, your Jags were able to finish out at first runner-up. Also on Tuesday, we saw baseball and softball compete. The softball team took on Vicksburg and absolutely dominated, shutting the Gators out 12-0. And while the softball team was at home dominating, the baseball team was out in Neshoba County doing the same, coming out on top 4-2. On Thursday, we'll see the tennis teams competing in 2 split squad games. Also on Thursday, the archery team will play St. Andrews. On Friday, the track team is back, racing at the Northwest Rankin Invitational. Alongside them, we'll see softball and baseball again, with baseball taking on Warren Central and softball taking on Petal. That's all for this time. Make sure you check in with us next week for all your future updates and scores. And now, here's Kyra with your Senior Spotlight.
Isaiah Spencer is an exceptional basketball and football star. His commitment to both sports is what makes him a great athlete. This year, he has shown that he has what it takes to make a name for himself. Isaiah is a starter for the varsity basketball team and displays impressive skill whenever he plays. Isaiah has credited his experiences on the team to much of his success.
Basketball has taught me a lot of stuff. They taught me to keep competing even when things get tough and things get hard. I've been motivated a lot to continue playing both sports my whole high school career because, I started in 7th grade and I didn't want to end it my senior year not playing basketball.
Isaiah has left a positive impression on his team and has become a role model for his younger teammates.
I've been on the team with him for 2 years now, and it's changed how I view him. I didn't know him that well before then, but now that I know him, he's a good guy. I like him. He's fun to be around. Creating a deeper connection with him, it's helped me because it builds confidence between the players and stuff like that. When we're on the court. An important lesson he's taught me is to just always go 100% the whole time. Especially on defense and stuff like that. Some of the qualities that he carries make him a good teammate are that when we're in practice and when he plays defense, he's such a good defender. He makes everybody else better.
Not only does Isaiah show exceptional commitment in basketball, but he also carries those characteristics into his football career.
Football has taught me a lot, especially from a mental standpoint, especially in the weight room. It taught me how to keep going even when things get tough, keep going.
His time on the football team wrapped after his senior season ended, but his legacy on the team carries on.
He leads by example. He's not really a vocal leader, but he plays very well, so when he's playing well, then we're all playing well. My experiences on the team have been impacted by Isaiah, really based off his leadership skills, more so him leading by example. He's not really a talker, but when he's going and he's playing good, then we're all playing good. I'm excited to see Isaiah in the future because he has so much untapped potential. He was just scratching the surface at Madison Central.
Recently, Isaiah announced his commitment to Jackson State University to play football after a long search to find the right school.
Yes, I plan to continue to keep playing both basketball and football at Jackson State because I love both of the games so much, and I want to keep it going. Jackson State was the biggest pull effect over the other schools because they made me a priority, and they treated me like family every time I went up there, and they told me how I could be used in their offense, and I wanted to play in the HBCU. My athletic goal for college is to win the SWAC championship, and my academic goal is to lead Jackson State with a diploma.
Isaiah Spencer shows what it means to go the extra mile when it comes to sports. Consider coming to basketball games to support him and your basketball team. This has been Kyra Davis with JNN.